Welcome to Heiner State Park. Today we're going to be doing the Donut Hole Trail to the Long Fork Loop. I think it's about 4.5 miles, 2 miles up the first hill. It's about a 1,000-foot climb, wraps around the top and then cuts straight back down, and you pick up the dirt road and come back to the parking area right over here. The trail runs along this stream. The first part of the trail is actually pretty flat. Don't have a lot uphill until you get a little further into it. Like I said, it's about 2 miles to the top of the hill. You climb about 1,000 feet. Here we come up on a bridge. I believe a small stream comes off the side of the mountain and runs underneath it. I believe there to be a second bridge on this trail, but again, I haven't done it very often, so for that much, so I really don't remember. It's been a while since when we first moved up here. The place sure is beautiful in the wintertime though. I think it's All Trails I found this on, and they consider it to be a moderate hike. At first I thought they were completely wrong, thinking how hard it was for me, but then I realized just how out of shape I was. And once I've done a few other ones where you literally climb 1,000 foot in a mile, or less, it really is, I guess, considered a moderate one in the scheme of things up here. Here we come up on bridge number 2. So the stream actually crosses under and ends up on our right side now. A bunch of little waterfalls like that pretty much the whole way up. If you're ever in this area, there's definitely a hike I recommend. I think it's only a little over 4 miles when it's all said and done, but it's definitely a nice one that runs up along a stream. Just reached the top of the hill. As you can tell, still not used to up here. The amount of, the climbs, man. I'm used to doing 500 foot, not 1,000. But this is the intersection you come to when you reach the top of the hill. That's where you come from. You make a right here onto the Phi Camp Trail. You don't go for very long on this before you come to an access road. Over here, you're gonna make another right onto that. But you see there, Heiner Run State Park, left back the way I came. And you come down here, you start down the hill, comes to another little bridge. No sides on this one. This one's just, a couple planks. Right there. Go up another little hill, and before you know it, you're on the access road. I think it's actually a gas well road, because you do come upon a gas well at some point on it. This is the next intersection you come to. When you get here, you're going to want to make a right. There's a sign over there. Tells you Heiner Run State Park, Long Fork Loop. And there's a gate over there if you want to stay on that Phi Trail or Fire Trail. Never done that, but you can easily get through that gate by lifting it up. And looks like it's a decent trail. It just doesn't loop back around to, the parking area or whatnot. I think it actually connects for the donut hole for like the through hike of it or something along those lines. this is the Gaswell Road I was talking about. You're gonna make a right down this and follow this back down to Heine Run. And if anybody knows why these fences are up all over the place up here, let me know in the comments, because I really don't have any idea. It's either to keep something in or out. I haven't figured out what yet, but there's a lot of these up here, a lot of those gates. So yeah, drop a comment below. Let me know if you know what they're here for. Here we come up on a gas well. It's the only one I know of on the trail that I've ever seen, at least. Never gone the other way. That's where we came from. Never gone the other way to see if there's anything down that. I'm not sure if this is active or not. I assume that it probably is, but who knows. I've ran into a bunch of well pads since I've been up here, mostly on the snowmobile trails. It seems like they have a bunch of new well pads, but it is what it is. This is also the part where the Gaswell Road pretty much ends, and you actually get back on a trail right up in here. Gets a lot narrower. Here's the sign for Heine Run State Park. And I've seen these up here too, about spray blocks. This one was for the gypsy moth. I think they did it last summer. Not sure how any of that works though. So again, if anybody knows any of that, they can drop a comment below and let me know exactly how poisonous that is and how they can just target one pest or one insect. Because that kind of boggles my mind. You think if you'd drop insecticide from an airplane on a whole forest or on a whole area, it would kill more than just the ants or the gypsy moths or the mosquitoes. So yeah, drop a comment. Let me know how that works, because I'm not really sure. This is the start of the downhill. The downhill is not very long, but it is steep. That's why I choose to do this trail. Anytime I've done it, I've always done it this way. I've always done it clockwise. After the first time I did it, I realized how lucky I was that I did it that way. Some people are different. They want to just get a big climb out of the way quick. I would say it's definitely shorter distance from top to bottom, but a lot steeper if you were to go counterclockwise. Clockwise is longer, but not as steep. I'm not really going to video much downhill because, well, it's a little on the slick side. I don't want to fall, for lack of a better way of putting it. There is an overlook. I missed the trail though. I would have shown you that, but it doesn't really show you much. This is just pretty much the same thing from here, but there is a little cutoff trail. It takes you to an overlook. It's not very long. It's not a very long cutoff trail, but I missed it somewhere. Must not have been paying attention off of my own thoughts, thinking about lunch. But yeah, at the bottom of this you come out onto a dirt road, and it just leads you back into Heine State Park. So see you at the bottom of the hill. We've now reached the bottom of the hill, coming up to the dirt road that leads you back to Heine Run State Park. There's a sign up here, obviously, that directs you back to the park. You make a right on the road, and I don't know, maybe a 10-minute walk, something like that back. Benji, stop and stay. Stay. Probably wouldn't be so bad off if I'd remembered my micro spikes today, but I didn't remember them. I actually still got to dig them out. They're still packed away somewhere. But there's a bridge that way, and pretty much walk back the road into the park. And as you walk down the road, come along this really nice stream. You get by, this is basically a power line right here. It cuts up over. Getting pretty close to the park now. See that there's some snowmobile tracks on the road. Really didn't know that you were allowed to have snowmobiles in the park, but maybe they turn around down here, I don't know. There's a lot of snowmobile trails up on the mountain. I do know that. Walked a few of those so far. So yeah, just a nice hike all around. Here we are, entering Hina Run State Park again. Back to the parking lot to the vehicle. I hope everybody gets a chance at some point to, get out here and check out this area. It's really cool. It's definitely different from what I'm used to back towards Pittsburgh, but I really am enjoying myself up here. The dog seems to like it. Not as many smells, but the town walks are different. You know what I mean? There's not as many towns around here, but there's a lot of hiking. A lot of really cool stuff up here. So yeah, in closing, I hope everybody gets a chance to get up here and check this out. If, camping, however, I think they'd find they'd really like it. Thanks for watching.